'tis the season for back to school hauls and homeschool curriculum picks. So as usual, my homeschool hauls include a fun box specifically for my kids. Let me show you what I've got inside. Hi guys, I am Kathleen Lewis. I am a homeschool graduate, now homeschooling my own two kids. I have a 5-year-old right now who is going to start essentially a kindergarten year, and I put that in quotes. And then a 2.5-year-old, and I'll be starting some preschool with her as well. So for my fun boxes, I typically like to have 3 categories of stuff. First, art supplies, either replenishing or fun new things to try. Some kind of independent activities for my kids to do during non-school time or when I'm working with the other child. And then also games. There's a 4th thing I threw in this year, so stick around so you can see what that is. So for art supplies, first up we have replenishing our construction paper, of course. I also, because of all the projects my son has been doing, have to replenish tape. He did a project a few weeks back, which I told about in a previous video. Went through 2 rolls of Scotch tape, so this year he's been relegated to masking tape for all of his recycled construction or art projects that he does on his own. The other thing we needed to replace is the quick sticks. These are my favorite art supply by far. My kids have loved them so much that we have run out of colors, but they're mess free and they act like a glue stick of solid tempera paint and they dry quickly. So yes, these are things that my son can get out on his own to do his projects, and I don't have to worry about a paint mess to clean up. Okay, on to the new stuff. This year we are doing an art curriculum for the first time, and they have, of course, some art supply requirements, one of which is a giant box of vibrant crayons of a lot of different colors. So we got that, as well as a container to keep them all in one place. They also suggested vibrant markers. My mom used these with my kids last fall. They loved them so much they decided to get the Mr. Sketch rather than the standard Crayolas, so they're gonna have a blast with these scented markers. My daughter also needed some watercolors, and I looked into the jumbo, but they're just too expensive, so she gets her own cheap version, which she can make a mess of on her own. And then of course the last standard supply is some Ticonderoga pencils for all of the writing that my son's finally gonna do in his new workbooks for kindergarten, and then some erasers. One final art supply, but it's actually more of an independent activity for my daughter, is Play-Doh. So when I sit down to work with my son, this right here keeps her occupied at the table with a free printable Play-Doh mat, and that way she's not interrupting teaching time for him. Another independent activity for my daughter is the Melissa and Doug Water Wows. Again, this is to keep her from interrupting the math lessons, and she is mess-free with this. So I like these a bit more than the Play-Doh, but these are her 2 favorite things to do during school time. So for my son's independent activities, I have 2 things for him. One is stickers. He, as a 5-year-old, is still obsessed with stickers. Now, I didn't mention this previously, but he is gifted. So your typical sticker books, paint by sticker books, are non-inspiring to him as a 5-year-old, a gifted 5-year-old. This one, however, is paint by sticker up to like 100. It is amazing. He loves doing this in the car obsessively. He will do this during my daughter's nap time as some independent time, or I'd probably let him pull this out when I work with my daughter this year for her dedicated preschool time. So he loves these. He's gone through 2 of these books. There's a ton in this series. Go check them out. I'll link them down below. The other thing I love to put in these boxes for my gifted son is an independent logic game from the company Smart Games. I love this company. I have a review about them out recently, which I'll put up in the iCards for you to check out. But this company specializes in putting out single-player logic games to teach your kids logic. Now, my son recently surprised me. I pulled out an 8 and up logic game from the game cupboard for him, and he was flying through it. So rather than get something for his age level, I got a 7 up for my 5-year-old. And this one in particular is a type of logic game that he has not worked on from this company before. So this is gears, trying to figure out the pattern, how to get something from one side of the board to the other. So I think he's gonna be enthralled with this game, definitely. I promised you guys a 4th category, and that is coming from observations I made teaching him to read this year. So sitting on a couch with my gifted son, his brain is focused on decoding what's on the page. So much so that for some reason his limbs just go crazy. I don't know if this is a boy thing or if this is an indicator that he maybe need to test him for ADHD in addition to his giftedness. But what happens is he can't keep still. So he's constantly curling pages that he's trying to read. His legs are going crazy. So I thought, let's try some fidgets. So I have a few fidgets for him since I don't know what he's gonna like. This one is just your typical stringy ball, and then this one is a tangle. It's a whole bunch of pieces of plastic that you can just change into different shapes. We'll see if either of these work for him to solve that issue, because I can tell it would be easier for him to focus if he has something to keep his hands occupied, some way to direct that energy. As I said, I will figure out later if this is something that's more of an ADHD thing, but for now, I think we'll try this. So that's all I've got in my box this year. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to bump that like button and let me know it.